Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and welcome to another analysis video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. On the agenda tonight, we're jumping into another AI rabbit hole and we're going to be taking a look at Ella Scott, both on YouTube and her website and Instagram, to see exactly what's going on. As always, this was a request to take a look into Ella as an artist to see if it is a genuine artist or not, or whether it is in fact AI. Well, anyway, we're going to listen to this and just listen out for the instrumentation.
Held me, kept me strong.
Immediately, just that strum of the guitar, there's a lack of quality to it. There's a warbling sound to it. It's not a guitar that's been mic'd up and recorded in a studio. And I mean, the thing about AI creations is, I don't know how to explain it if you can't hear it, but the vocal is pretty pristine. It's a very clear signal. But then the backing seems like it's just not the same. It's a totally different quality to the vocal that you're hearing. And there's no reason for that. If it was professionally recorded or even just recorded at home, everything would be the same. You'd have the same, bit rate. You'd have the same, it would be the same sample rate. Everything will be uniform when you're recording it. So there's no explanation for this. When you compress a file, for example, if you make your song down into an MP3, that affects the whole file. So everything in the song is going to be edited effectively. It's going to be compressed. So you've now got a new version of the original file. That new version being a lesser quality, all of it's going to be affected. It's not going to still have a pristine lead vocal and then just the instrumentation in the background is now going to be, sounding like it's of a lower quality. But let's listen on.
Thank you, Lord, for the strength to rise through the pain. You opened my eyes. I've never lost hope.
Yeah, I mean, there are even elements actually in the vocal. I mean, I'm used to kind of listening out for auto-tune and pitch correction, but even in the vocal, there's like a 5 to 10% kind of wave that you can hear that isn't natural, that there's something unnatural in this, like not only the vocal, but in the whole song. Now, I've listened to lots of these songs, but I only need to hear it for 5-10 seconds to be able to start to hear all these things that sound AI. It's just what AI does. It can't recreate each instrument independently as was recorded in a studio. It's kind of doing a job of putting everything together at once, including the vocal, because that's what AI is doing. It's creating a song from just a prompt. So now we're going to be taking a look at Holy Forever. And what's interesting in this case is an admission of using AI, but it's an admission in order to try and sell what's going on even more. So when we have a little scroll down here, you can see it says, this track is entirely my creation, featuring my original composition, lyrics and vocals. AI tools were used to enhance the music and vocal quality, ensuring a polished and professional sound. Every element stems from my creative vision, with AI serving as a tool to refine the final production. So, what I would take from that is that this person is a genuine artist, and they're writing the song, they're performing the song, they've recorded it, they've written the lyrical content, they've sung the vocal themselves, and then are using AI to maybe produce it and make it sound more professional. And, I mean, the problem I have immediately is in this picture where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got the fret markings on the guitar on the 6th fret, and then the 8th fret, and then the 10th fret, and then we've got the octave, which is on the 13th fret, which is up here. So, and it looks like we've got a hollow body that isn't actually a hollow body because it goes into a scratch plate of what is looking like a Telecaster, but with a little slit of a hollow body And obviously, yeah, as always, on the top of the guitar, we've got this acoustic looking headstock, and the name is always, you can never see the brand name on the guitar in any AI pictures, because AI doesn't know about brands. It doesn't really know what to put at the top there because there are too many variations. It will just kind of put squiggles of stuff that it's seen. So anyway, yeah, my fundamental problem is this is AI because the guitar is wrong. There are so many. I mean, look at this. We've even got like a volume knob here that is in the half cutaway of the body. So the picture makes no sense. But it still says Ella Scott there as if she's performing live. So we know this is a lie. And anything that's underneath, when the person says, I say the person, this is not a person. If it were, we would see the person, we would hear from the person, there would be videos of the actual person. None of this exists. But I am going to dive into it in a lot more detail in this video. Now, when we're listening to the vocal, I want to just listen here. Now, this voice, to me, I'm not an expert in American accents, but it sounds quite middle of the road. And an accent that I wouldn't say has any kind of, I don't know, any particular, country twang to it or anything like that, at least to my ears. Obviously, people watching this from the USA can maybe judge this better than me. So what I want to do is move to another video. This is I Believe in Jesus. Have a listen to this.
You are near.
Straight away, you are near. There's a certain roll to this accent.
Every shadow disappears.
And that was a little bit Dolly Parton. Disappears. And there's kind of a weird accent, like a country roll to this.
You're my fire.
You're my fire. There's something.
You're my flame.
It's in there. There's something in this accent that when we go over to the other performance we were just listening to.
Darkness trembles at his name. Every fear and doubt erased.
For me, that's not as strong a country accent that we've got in this particular song. So anyway, you guys in the USA can listen to that and try and see if there is a difference in accent that you pick up on. But I feel like there is something going on there. Right. But anyway, saying that I think there's something going on there, there is definitely something going on here. And what I will do is jump into just her videos. So here we are on her official channel. I say her. We scroll down and I'm going to go all the way. And this is what happens with AI generated content. Of course, you can release loads of songs because you're not actually doing it. So yeah, the fact that she says that she's doing everything, no way is that happening. So you might not be able to see this. It's right at the bottom of the screen. Let me just see if I can move this down because we need to get the first upload, which was, let me see if I can get this. Oh, there we go. 7 months ago. Actually, the YouTube channel was created 7 months ago. So, and you can go and check this on YouTube. This particular upload 7 months ago. The next one 7 months ago. 7 months ago. 7 months ago. 6 months ago. 6 months ago, 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 6 months, and it keeps on going. 6 months ago, and then we get to 5 months ago. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 songs released over 1 month. So that is a new song every other day. And this is exactly what was going on with that other AI channel. A new song every 2 days. And it means that by the time we get to now, if we kind of scroll all the way through all of these songs, and this has all been created in the last, and these are all new songs in the last 7 months. This is when, when it is posted as the artist saying, working on a new album, they're not working on a new album. They've released about, 5 or 6 albums worth, because it's every 2 days over the last 7 months. So to have this constant production of song, you cannot be recording that yourself. This is AI that is being used. I mean, we can tell by the way that it sounds. If you were a genuine artist and you were recording everything yourself, doing it all, and then using AI to mix it, you wouldn't be able to do that in a day and get it all together. And put all of the instruments, anyone who's worked in a studio, even if you've recorded at home, you know how long it takes you to write a song, to write the lyrics to a song, to record the guitar, to record the bass, to record the drums, to do the vocals, the backing vocals, to try and mix it, and then maybe you give it to AI to mix it. But all of that process, you can't do that for a new song every 2 days unless you are saying to AI, create me a song that sounds like this. Maybe you can write in the lyrics. You might be able to do that every 2 days. But yeah, for me, it's absolutely, I would say this is the majority of the product we're listening to is AI. Because even the voice to my ear sounds like there's a different accent going on from one song to the next. And obviously, if it's a different accent from one song to the next, that means that the claim of the vocal being the person's voice, but AI cleans it up. AI isn't, if you're saying, oh no, it is my voice, but AI is changing it into another voice, I'm sorry, but I don't consider that your voice if it has changed it into another voice, because it's not your voice. But I'm sure that there are some people that are trying to make the argument for them singing a song and then AI changing their voice into another voice and them still claiming that's their voice. It's not. Now, talking about live, this is the other thing, that you won't find any live performances that have been done by Ella anywhere, but when you do type into Google, and I'll get this on screen as well, you get this AI overview result that says, to find Ella Scott's live performances, you can visit her YouTube channel for full videos of worship songs and other content. Her official pages, she has got lots of other social media pages, and so her accounts also share updates and snippets of her live performances with recent videos, including Jesus, You Are the Way Live and Holy Ground Live. So let's go and check out some of these live performances on YouTube. So this uploaded 11 days ago, Holy Ground Live. Let's watch this live video. Guess what? It's an AI generated image that doesn't move, and
we've come together to lift our hearts, to stand on holy ground, and to honor.
It's an AI generated song. Again, listen for that dodgy backing. And apparently this is live. So what we've got here is an AI image of an AI song that Google with AI is saying is a live performance. So people searching for this, a live performance of Ella Scott, of course AI says, oh yeah, you can find live performances, go to the YouTube channel, or go to X, formerly Twitter, or go to her website, or whatever it might come up with. But the AI doesn't know it's linking to AI. Anyway, we'll listen to a bit.
The one who holds it all. Behold, the earth.
And listen to this, because this is clearly live. Listen to all the plosives on the microphone and the fact that it's so raw.
Trembles at your name.
Listen to the heavy tuning on the lead vocal, and the fact that it sounds exactly like the other songs that are supposedly studio created with AI just, giving it a little bit of sheen. So anyway, the live performances are just AI songs that are made to sound like live performances because it has talking at the beginning, but then it just defaults into what AI knows as a song and gives it exactly the same mix, exactly the same sound as every other song. Like when we jump back to here, let's have a listen to this. Now that's not live, apparently. This is live. There's no difference in production quality between those two. So yeah, I think any producer kind of listening to this will know that that's not live. But what's crazy is this rabbit hole that we are now going down, where people genuinely searching Google will get a response saying that she does have live performances. But she doesn't. She absolutely doesn't. But AI doesn't know what to class as a live performance. It's just taking the title of this, Holy Ground Live, yeah, and then it's assuming, oh, well, that must mean live. But the picture isn't moving. And I know that people do upload, and this is the problem, people do upload live audio with a still image from the actual gig that is genuine. But now how can AI tell the difference between that? AI is now thinking AI is real. So on YouTube, you'll see song after song after song after song after song that is exactly the same thing, whether it says live or not, the same production quality, and the voice that sounds like it's got a different accent, but it sounds relatively close with the voice from each of the songs. So now we're going over to Instagram, and this is Ella Scott Music with a little tick, and we're going to scroll down. And we've got AI image after AI image after AI image. Here we go. We've got our octave. Is this on the 6th as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we have now a dot on the 6th fret, the 8th fret, and the octave is now on the 10th fret. So again, I mean, she doesn't even look like herself in this, but the guitar is all wrong. And look at the way we've got a dot after 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 a dot on every single fret. That's like from what would be, you know, what the 13th fret onwards, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We've got a dot on each of those. That isn't how guitars are marked. It's the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, the 12th fret. These pictures, I don't know where I read it, but it came with a description at the bottom, and this is something like, in the studio trying to record but computer said no. It was something like that. And in this particular studio, if I just move this down so you guys can see, in the background we have a mixer, and we have the sliders here that are on the channels, and the channels are, these would be instruments that you record. So these would be all the instruments turned up to 10, you know, which would be fine, or 11, depending on what you're into. So this would all be fine, yeah, and then you move the sliders to mix the track together. What you don't ever have is a slider here, and a slider here, and another slider here, where you have generally you'll name whatever is on that channel, on that track. So it'll be like lead vocal, harmony vocal 1 on another channel, harmony vocal 2, so then you know what you're mixing. But the AI has put these sliders where you would mark that you can't slide anything there. Nothing happens. These shouldn't be here. It's AI not knowing what a mixer is, but just copying images of a mixer and putting sliders in random places. So the Instagram channel, or Instagram profile is all fake as well. And you get these kind of pictures where, yeah, she doesn't look like herself. And then this is a very short video, which of course is AI. So if I move it up a little bit, you'll see that she's actually got quite a prominent mole underneath her chin there. But of course that disappears. It doesn't exist in any other picture. But what gets me on Instagram that we just looked at is the little tick and it making it look like it is an official artist when it's just all AI generated, imagery. So there isn't an artist there. Now, here's where we get into the scam part a little bit more. This is the official website, which, by the way, as the main picture on the website, we've got Ella, apparently, and it's 2 L's, Ella. In the background, on the big screen in this particular stadium, wherever it is, her name is wrong, ELA, and then it looks like S or OOTT. So it doesn't even look accurate here. But again, now, like, all of the crowd are here, but she's facing... We're looking at the mic side on. She's facing to one end of the stadium for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. It's an AI generated image. But I'd love to see this. Ella's summer tour kicks off. Where is this tour? Where did it happen? Where's the footage? Where are the tickets? Where are the audience? Where's the crowd shot footage? It's nowhere. So this is also, now look, pre-sale tickets coming soon. So that's not going to happen. There isn't going to be a tour. Just trust me on this, but I wouldn't put it past them to say that one is going to happen, try and sell tickets to it, and it's a scam. Nothing's going to happen. So if you're spending £30 or £40 or, heaven forbid, more on a ticket, this is not going to happen. This is all AI. So releases here, of course, we've got the phantom guitar with the dodgy markings and all this stuff. And again, AI images and AI images of live performances. But anyway, here's another thing. And, lawyers that watch the channel might want to look into this. Ella Scott has a registered trademark logo on her site. That's unless you have a registered trademark for Ella Scott. And by the way, I can't find this registered trademark anywhere. I can find other companies that have Ella or Scott in the title, but not Ella Scott. This is illegal. So you can be charged for using the registered trademark without it actually being registered. And I know because I own a registered trademark. I know how it works. If it is a musician who's doing it all, I don't buy that for 1 second. That particular musician, if they can be traced, is breaking the law here. And here in the UK, using a registered trademark when you haven't registered it, you can either be fined or go to jail. So it's quite serious. Let's look at About. Because look, songs of faith, hope, and human journey from earth, all of this stuff, earliest memories in my, singing in my church, all this stuff. I write and sing from the heart, inspired by the highs and lows, all this stuff. And nothing about AI. But anyway, here's where things get a little bit more serious. Our story, and this is now charity on her website. I founded a charity under the name Ella Scott to support children in financial need, to help them chase their dreams and return to healthy, hopeful lives. So this is insinuating that the children are ill and they need donations. 50% of all my personal income from music goes directly to this mission. If you'd like to stand with me in this cause, you can support it by purchasing t-shirts, hats and other items designed by me or by simply making a donation. Every contribution makes a difference. Thank you for being part of the journey. And donation tab. And guess what? You click on the donation tab. It doesn't take you through to like an official donation place. It's still on her website page and it's called the Ella Scott Foundation. Guess what? An AI image of Ella playing to kids, and this is what you'll notice. Well, first of all, AI. Again, we've got 2 octave marks next to each other. This guitar doesn't make any sense. It's all wrong again. But here we've got text on the shirts that doesn't make any sense because AI doesn't know about brands. It's just got like what a UGR and then something that looks like a W mixed with an M or something, and then maybe an I, L, E, T. And then here we've got hin, sin. I mean, you could say, well, maybe that said sing or something. And then in ink or ins. So all of this doesn't make sense on the t-shirts, but the guitar doesn't make sense. So guess what I did? I looked into the Ella Scott Foundation, or should I say, I tried to look into it, but there is no charity that's registered as Ella Scott Foundation. So the charity doesn't exist. So when she says, I founded a charity under the name Ella Scott, that's a lie. The Ella Scott charity doesn't exist. So these donations are going to the website. Now, where's that money going? I hear you ask. I don't know. And highlighting, let's have a look down here. More AI pictures of Ella apparently talking to kids, and again, EYOR, that's not a word. Going down here, this is the picture I think that she used, and this is interesting. This is the picture that she used for the foundation that doesn't exist. And over here, we've got the guitar, but now the dots have moved. We've got 3 on semitones here that don't exist in the other picture of her with apparently the same guitar. So we've got AI all over this, and I think that if it genuinely was someone, and I have people that email me saying that they do genuinely write their own songs and they do play the guitar and sing and harmonize and do different things and then use AI to mix it to make it sound more professional, those people have still done it all. Whereas with this, it's absolutely, for me, I mean, there's nothing that isn't AI that I've seen. So the argument is, well, if you're saying you do everything, where is that? Where's the evidence of you playing all of these shows live? Where I'm, concerned about this is now getting people to buy merchandise for an AI person that doesn't exist, but getting them to donate, saying that you're helping, children that aren't well and helping them to chase their dreams and return to being healthy and living hopeful lives. And this is all done under the heading of religion and belief and Christianity, when in fact what's happening is there are just lies all over this, claiming a charity that doesn't exist. All these pictures aren't real, and the music isn't real either. And you've got, the musician tick on YouTube for something that isn't real. You've got the tick on Instagram for something that isn't real. And you've got the Google search that will give you results that aren't real. So this is the problem that, I mean, in every video that I make about AI, I say that not only was it out of control to begin with, but now AI, when it's searching for stuff, it's finding AI thinking it's real, because AI doesn't know. So you've now got AI, stating the case for AI, saying, oh, it is a real artist, and they've got live performances on YouTube. So I'm just going to look at her YouTube channel, but here, look, Spotify, and she is on Spotify. So, I mean, they have very strict rules about AI content and AI music, so I'm not sure whether that is going to be disclosed. I can't see anything on Spotify. I mean, I'm just going to move this over here so you can see. I can't see anything here that is saying this is an AI artist. But anyway, that's Spotify. Let's go over here again and go to Amazon. I don't have Apple Music, so we'll go to Amazon Music. Click on that. And here, artist Ella Scott. Nothing about releases we've got down here. Nothing about it being an AI artist. Let me click on this.
Lost in the shadows, buried in shame.
And again, there's nothing here about being AI. So what we've got is something being uploaded to YouTube and an AI declaration being made. That isn't carrying over to anywhere else. Yeah, it should be. Maybe there should be a system that is employed where if something is uploaded to YouTube and it is disclosed as being AI, that audio should be, almost like flagged by Content ID, so that if it's attempted to be uploaded anywhere else, then it cancels everything. So, Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify, all these sites will then know that it is AI, because You don't disclose something as AI if it's not. So, I mean, the problem here is if people type in Ella Scott into Google, you're going to get all of the wrong information. You're going to think potentially that it's a real artist. You might go to her site. You might feel like you want to donate to this charitable cause that doesn't exist. So that's where, I mean, yeah, having it on music streaming sites, not as AI music, again, that's part of potentially the scam and fraud that's going on. But absolutely, the scam is part of the donations thing, trying to get people to donate to a charity that doesn't exist. Anyway, yeah, stay vigilant out there, people on the internet, and don't believe everything you see or you hear. Do look out for the AI declaration, because if you did look out for that on these videos, then you can just put it all to bed. But obviously, I think it's important for people that don't watch it on YouTube and go straight to a website through Google. None of the AI is mentioned there. So yeah, just to let you know, it is AI and it's declared as that, but not critically, not where this entity is asking for money and donations. So or on Amazon or Spotify or Apple Music in these places. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching this. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Keep those requests for future videos coming to requests@wingsofpegasus.com. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!